This is Rain Lefebvre, otherwise known as DraxxKraven. When my friends asked me, how does a walls deck work in Magic the Gathering? Well, I want to show them, so I decided I'd show all of you. Now, I'm going to play until I get a cheeky win. This deck is not particularly good. It's got a lot of variance and it runs into a lot of problems, but when it works, it works. This seems like a totally capable hand. It can't do anything now, but it might be able to do something later, which is what this deck is built on. For the first couple turns, we're just gonna jack off and have a grand... Oh, there it is! Oh, there's the key card. Oh, wow, okay. I didn't expect to, game one, be able to show this shit off. No, man, you do your thing. I don't want to interrupt you. You know how it is. Riptide Turtle is a 0/5 with Flash, so... I can play it at the end of their turn, and then I can play High Alert, and then I can attack them for 5. High Alert says, each creature you control assigns combat damage equal to its toughness rather than its power. As you can see, none of my creatures have any power. Who needs power? Oh, that's what I love to see. Yo, what's up, my dude? Absolutely. Welcome aboard. What is this music? I'm not used to that. Whoop. And then I hit you for 5. This is usually where something happens. Usually my opponent starts looking around the field, trying to figure out what the fuck happened. Why the game is doing what it's doing. My blue sources are limited. And all of my walls right now are blue. I got a lot of white walls, but I'm not drawing them right now. Let's get some more blue mana out there. They might have a counter spell. They counter my Midnight Clock. They counter my Midnight Clock. They did not counter my Midnight Clock. I think they might regret that. Will you counter my Wall of Runes? Are you going to counter my 4/4? You're not going to counter my 4/4. Okay, that's fine. A Tranquil Cove? I'd rather get something untapped. I feel like I've got enough lands. Now I'm going to attack you for 5. NBD. Oh, no! You're Frost Breathing my boys. That's okay. In a couple turns, I'll get them back. So Midnight Clock is a fantastic card for when you're just sitting back and just fucking not doing anything. You're just sitting back and jerking off, man. It adds blue mana. I need that. I can put hour counters on it with excess mana that I'm not doing anything else with. When the 12th chime of the Midnight Clock rolls around, then I get to draw 7 cards and shuffle my graveyard into my deck. Ooh, Hallowed Fountain. Or better yet, I could use my High Alert to untap one of my creatures. No, I think I'd rather play more creatures. They're probably not going to have any counter magic or anything like that. So let's get some stuff out there. The only counter spell they could have is Quench, and I'm not too afraid of getting quenched. All right, and soon I'll have some 4/4 birds flying around. Let's toss out the Riptide Turtle. You got a Quench? You got that Quench for me? No Quench. All right. Next turn, I'm going to cave your skull in with 14 power on turn 5, is it? Turn 5, I think. So that's what it's all about. Brazen Borrower. Oh, no, don't bounce my Riptide Turtle. Oh, there he goes. This is okay. And if I get enough mana, I can play Loxodon Life Chanter, who I can make it so my life total is the total toughness of all of my creatures, and then I can make him huge. Oh, man. Well, they got to use the removal spells on something, because I'm not giving them anything else to cast removal spells on. Okay. Let's see what happens when we attack. Does this thing have flash? It does. That's okay. I don't care. That is no problem. Oh, I could flash in my own Riptide Turtle. Okay, nothing was happening the whole time. Alright, sometimes I like to mill their cards with Merfolk's Secret Keeper, just so I can see what they're doing. So they got Forbidden Friendship, Shark Typhoon. It looks like they're trying to hold back and play some really big spells. But I'm not going to let that happen. I am going to wait a hot minute and toss out my Riptide Turtle at an inopportune moment. But then again, they do know I have it, so I guess it won't really help. I don't know if you're trying to attack through all my stuff. Well, they don't know I have this Loxodon Life Chanter, so if they do get my life total awfully low, I will be able to just throw that out there and be like, oh no, actually, you go squish now. Getting in for 3 flying. You gotta get in when you can get in, you know? That's what I was waiting for. Alright then. So Idle Endurance is a neat little card. If a lot of my walls die, I can put them under the Idol of Endurance and then start playing them again. So let's play an Aegis Turtle. And swing for a lot of damage. Oh lord, we coming. So he's got to block 2 of these or he just dies. I think I'm just dead here. Crap. He's gonna have to throw 2 of his perhaps very valuable creatures under the bus. I know what you're thinking. This guy's deck seems really janky. How could he expect to beat yours? And my bad, he's got to block 3 of my creatures. More if he wants to kill any of them. And like, dude, I'm playing walls, okay? This has just got some of my draft chaff in it, man. That is perfectly acceptable. All right, so I destroyed all your creatures. Your turn. But yeah, the Midnight Clock is just not there to do anything. It's a mana rock unless it ends up out there for 6 turns. And that's that. And that's how you win with walls, folks. Give me all my sweet gubbins. I did not mean to click that. I don't know what this is. Okay, cool. So if you look through the walls deck, I've got Resolute Watchdogs, Aegis Turtle, Merfolk's Secret Keepers, Wall of Runes, Dawn of Hope. Everything in this deck that doesn't have a huge toughness is just there to maybe help me draw some cards or help me dirtle out. Like if I'm going to have, you know, 16 1-drops that have 3 or 4 or 5 toughness, what am I going to do with the rest of my mana? Well, I can use that mana to make 1/1 soldier creatures with lifelink, and then I can have them chump block or do whatever I need to do, pay 2 mana, draw some cards. I preferably like more, but this is cycling out, so I don't want to spend any of my wild cards to make any more. Riptide Turtle, it's a huge bitch, and nobody expects it coming. You could slide that in as a blocker. And if you've already got the High Alert out, you can slip it in and then kill something. So, good stuff, good stuff. What is this? What is it? Why are you jumping? Oh! Woo! I have a dog card sleeve. Cool. Oh, man. That looks pretty cool. Anyway. No. Can I just look at the deck some more? I can't look at the deck some more. All right, fine. I got the Idol of Endurance just in case things start going long. The deck is designed to go long. So I can toss those under there and keep fighting. Teo the Shield Mage, he makes walls. And he gives me hexproof. He makes 2 walls. I threw in some Planeswalkers I had lying around that are useful. Luminous Broodmoth is fantastic. She's good in every deck that doesn't have flyers. So like I can sacrifice my Resolute Watchdog to give another one of my creatures indestructible, and if I have the Broodmoth out, it comes back as a 3/3. If I have High Alert out, it's so fucking good. And if my opponent attacks with a flying creature, I can do that in response, and then suddenly I have a 3/3 flyer. And just people don't know what to do about this deck. It's not very good, but people look at it and they're like, why are your walls doing damage? And like, bruh, did you know reading the card explains the card? I threw in some Births of Meletis. It cycles planes out of my deck and gives me more lands to play with, so I can do like absurdly expensive stuff like play Loxodon Life Chanter and some of my other expensive things like ticking up the Midnight Clock. I've got Victory's Envoy, so I can just sit back and just keep the Envoy safe, never attack with her, and just all my walls slowly but surely they get a little bit stronger. They're all these walls getting too big. They already had 5 toughness. Like, creature with 3 toughness, there aren't a lot of removal spells that do 3 damage right now. People love their shocks, not so much their people love their shocks, not so much their where are we? Where are we here? Nobody. Blitz of the Thunder Raptor, not very big right now. Chandra's Pyrohelix still only does 2 damage. Fire Prophecy, not super huge. And then we got Lava Coil. Jaya's Greetings as well. That's 2 mana for 3 damage. Do you want to play that or something else? And if you want to go for some of my 4 toughness creatures, you got to have Lava Coils. That's a sorcery. I can see it coming, you know. Scorching Dragonfire, nothing. Scorch Mark, nothing. And my 5 toughness creatures, the Aegis Turtle and the Riptide Turtle, there isn't a burn spell around right now that kills those. And then I got a Time Wipe because I wanted a board wipe. And then I got the Loxodon Life Chanter because if I'm going to have a bunch of huge walls that don't do anything, I'm going to want to do something with them. And that is to save my life by making my life total 20 or 25 or 26 or something. So, my friends, now you understand how to play with walls.